You are not lazy. You are not just taking decision that you gonna start. And believe me, if I'm saying that you are not lazy, you are just lacking the information. You are just lacking the confidence of not taking a step. Because we are why we are lacking to not to take any step towards further whatever we want in our life. It's the basic reality or the basic fundamental human problem that we all have within ourselves is that fear of unknown. Because whatever we want in our life is surely in a future, and whatever the things in the future we don't know what it looks like. We just imagine think that this way gonna it will gonna happen. And believe me, this is the only and only fundamental reality of our human existence, is that that's why we are so fearful. We we want to live in a comfort zone because our mind don't let us to be in a situation where you do not know nothing about that situation. And that's the exactly game where we as a human need to understand. And until and unless we don't understand this basic human phenomena, that we all are the product of the circumstances where we live, circumstances where we think, we everything whatever we gather till date now is the consequences of our surrounding. But as a human, we need to understand that this is the fundamental reality, and we as a human have to break we need to break these boundaries. And in order to break these boundaries, first step that each and every individual should take, and they are taking, to go into take a step for the future upcoming whatever you want in life. Of course it's not gonna happen overnight, neither it gonna happen in within some days. That's why, have you thought about it, like you want to do something and then you are thinking like that you made all plans to do that thing, you have every reason to do that thing, but at one point in time you realize that this is not the good thing. If this don't go this way, then what will happen? And if I'll not succeed in this, then what will happen? And that's why we all, even we have 100 reason to start that thing or start taking that action, and still we do not act on that task or action or the plan, whatever we call it. And we only is not working on that plan because we have single reason or the single question about our plan, which is, if this will not happen, then what? And this is the biggest, I would say, terrible thing for our human. Because our mind has programmed in a certain way that we do not think about those things that we can get if I take this step. Instead we start looking backward. If I'll take this step, what will cause me or what will harm me, what I'm gonna lose it. That's we shifted our focus back from what we are gonna to lose in order to get this thing, and we are not excited to those things that we will achieve in future, but instead we focus on what I'm gonna lose immediately and what will not in my interest. It is obvious that if you start something, there is a probability that you will get that task completed. But if you will not start, it is certain that 100% it is certain that you will not get that thing. So starting, if you start something, it increases your possibility to achieve that thing. And believe me, in this world, there is nothing like the 100%. There is always possibility of getting things, possibility of not getting things. There is only one word, which is the possibility, not the perfection. And that's we understand. And whatever you want, just act without thinking too many things. Don't think anyway. Whatever the resources you have, just start. And after starting, you will figure out what will gonna work, what don't work, and everything you will find in the in on journey, not by just thinking about that. Whatever plan do you have, whatever goal do you have, just start. Don't look it back, what will gonna happen, what will I have not able to achieve. It's okay. Each and every question will come in our mind, and they will. And we need that question, because that question made me realize that I need to do everything right in order to get that result. And if I'll not succeed in this, then most probably I'm gonna lose everything. This fear is necessary to lose everything. Of course, it is mandatory. But because of this fear, we are not able to start things. This is not fear. And that's why we as human, we need to work on ourselves to understand this basic reality of human existence, human thought process, how we think, how our body works, and each and everything. When you will get accuracy, will get understanding about yourself, about your circumstances, about your pattern, your life will gonna easy in future. So whatever you think, it is gonna right for you. Do it anyway. Either whole world will tell you, whole world told you that you should not do this because there are many circumstances that is against you, and still you think that this is the good way. Then do it, go it. No matter how many people are accusing you that you will not able to complete it, just do it. Even if you will not able to do it, then you have experience of what? Experience of learning. Of course, when nowadays we live in a society where any word becomes so irrelevant, like learning. When I say learning, you are thinking it's normal. But believe me, bro, until and unless you will not experience those kind of situation, you will not able to understand what does this mean, learning. Because before I get the exact meaning of what it means to be learning, and before that, whenever people used to talk about you learn, because then you know what question was coming in my mind at that point of time? If I'm gonna lose and I'm gonna learn, then our focus must be shifted from the gaining. Instead, we should lose, because ultimate our purpose is to learn. So in order to learn, we need to lose. This was question that used to come in my mind, but now I'm realizing, because I have faced many experiences that I had. Now I'm able to understand what does this mean, learning. And believe me, if you think it's useless, it's okay, keep it, skip it, go and watch something, whatever you want. But I'm saying, if you want to understand what does this mean, learning, please go experience thing in your life. I hope you have experienced many things. Please try to remember that situation, incident that happened to you, particularly that you are thinking was most terrible for you. And when you will look back at that thing, and present, you will realize because of that thing you are the person that you are right now. And if you didn't commit that mistake or that circumstances face, then you probably not the person that you are. So in the end, I would like to just say one thing: do it anyway, no matter how much it gonna cost you. If you think good, just do it anyway, no matter what it gonna cost to you. Just do it. It is the basic thing that we need to understand. We need to driven by us, not by the society, not by any. There is nothing such like that. Society just start doing. Thank you.